Nigel Farage, the leader of the Reform Party that is absolutely braining it in the polls right now. He joins us from the United Kingdom. Great man, lovely to see you. Another week, another day, another poll, but again, many years before that upcoming election. What about the latest one here? 32% for Reform. The Greens are in front of the Conservatives and Labor, who are there together. Let's, for a change, talk about that Green number, because it would be potentially a new force. It might be where some of the cashed-up bits of London might go. What do you think? What do you think explains that the far left of the UK is also looking for something different at the moment?
Well, absolutely. And look, you've got the same in Australia. You've got those people who wave their Palestinian flags. Well, that's who we're talking about. We're talking about the hard left. We're talking about people that want to tax anyone that makes any decent sum of money, drain the rich, support Palestine, turn a blind eye to antisemitism, get the state to run absolutely everything. Oh, and by the way, let's have no borders at all. Anyone from anywhere in the world can come straight in and claim social security. There is an urban group of people who hold those left-wing views, and they see a new leader of the Green Party who's got a bit of charisma. They're sort of Jeremy Corbyn types. Corbyn's got his own party, but 4 months on, he still can't decide what the name is. I mean, Corbyn could not organise a booze up in a brewery, so in come the Greens. Now, look, you know, there is a ceiling on their support. You know, I can't see them getting above 21, 22, but here's the point, that you've got traditional, patriotic, old-fashioned, working and retired Labour voters coming to Reform, and a hard left urban youth going to the Greens. And that leaves the Labour Party, just 15 months on from winning an election. In that poll, actually on the numbers, they were fourth. So never before has a governing party lost support in this way. And you know what? It couldn't happen to nicer people.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree. Some of the stuff, including the Chancellor, a whole bunch of stuff is pretty outrageous about the way that they are behaving. But also, I want to, for a second, pick your brain about what is going to happen tomorrow in New York, which is they're going to elect this Democratic Socialist mayor, right? This Green number that exists in that poll in the United Kingdom. The truth is that there are a lot of people that are just done with the constant failures of the system, right? Now, to the left, we are seeing, again, a certain version of economic populism is going to come, where somebody like this bloke who's going to become the mayor of New York is able to essentially say, look, I'm going to improve your life by making rich people pay more. Right, essentially, that's because the problem in our community is they've got lots, you've got bugger all, and no one really changes it for you. How fluid do you think that bugger them all vote is, that people might be automatically assuming that it's going to go in the left direction or the right direction, but in many ways the real debate is about who can change the joint. Who's going to change the joint and actually change it for normal people? Because I've got a feeling that might be the closing 6 months of the debate you might be involved in.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, look, you know, the system isn't working, so the centre can't hold. We've seen centrist parties in France disappear completely. Look at Italy. You know, the brothers of Italy. Meloni is the prime minister and actually doing a very good job. And yes, the same applies to the left as well. It's just that, you know, socialist Marxism gets forgotten, and we need reminding how bad it is once every generation or so. And it looks like that's what New York is about to go through. This idea that if you tax the rich, you have more revenue that you can share with everybody presupposes that people won't flee. And you know, the modern world we live in, you can move your wealth by literally pressing a button on your personal computer. And I think we'll see a flight from New York. I've got a lot of friends in New York. I used to work for a New York company for many, many years. And already the move has started. You're seeing Miami absolutely exploding in size. You're seeing Dallas, Austin in Texas growing in size. And I'll make you a prediction. Staten Island will seek independence from New York if Mandami wins. Free Staten Island. That's my next campaign.
Imagine going to the US Congress and talking about that there should be a separation. Right? I like it. Staten Island exit. We'll see we'll come up with better minds than I hear. Now, also, what about how school kids are being taught about your party, right? Like, again, I just find this stuff so outrageous that there's a free hand amongst parts of the education system to be able to turn it around, and while kids are learning about a system, being told that there is emotional value about the players in the system, right? This party's good, this party's bad, this one's good, this one's bad. That is not the role of an educator to put the value judgment, but they're doing it, mate, and they're doing it right to you.
Yes, they are. I mean, there was this big piece in the Mail on Sunday showing that they basically put reform on the left-right spectrum alongside a swastika. I mean, quite extraordinary. Actually, very, very insightful and very, very hateful. You know, it's telling teenage kids that these people are equivalent to the Nazis, and that, of course, in turn leads to online abuse, street violence. No, the job of an educator is to teach critical thinking. The job of an educator is to put things on the table and say, you make your mind up which of these things you think is right. So the left-wing bias that runs through the British education system is shocking. And I tell you what, that is something that a government needs to do. It needs to root out extremism in teaching, and it even starts, right down in the early years and runs all the way through university. And it's a problem not just in Britain, it's a problem right across the Western world. The march of the hard left through the institutions, and in education for the moment, they've triumphed.
Well, the reality is some of the wokest stuff is happening to the youngest, right? Not even into the university sector. Nigel, thank you so much. We cheer you on from Australia, mate. We look forward to talking to you again next week.
Thank you.